How and why? There's not even any enemies over there. Why are you all running into the sea? What? What is this? Happy 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. This is Forgotten Camo, and welcome to another Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator. Today, we are in a World War II scenario with the US versus Japan. This is a naval invasion on one of the Japanese islands. Let's see. I can't think of a name for some reason, and I used to read history a lot about it, but this is one of the invasions against Japan, one of the Japanese territories. And if you heard one of the stories, it's usually there were 10 times as many Americans than there were Japanese, but the Japanese had hunkered down so well, and that the naval bombardments couldn't take them all out, or the special areas out. But in this territorial island, their commanders were killed, so they didn't have any commanders, so they couldn't really go into a attack mode. They didn't have any commanders to order them to attack. But some of these Japanese soldiers, who are in the form of Germans, but Japanese soldiers are in attack mode because I thought it would be more interesting, and I didn't add 10 times as many US soldiers because that would break the game. Pretty obvious. But so what we have here is around 20,586 American soldiers with an airborne division. They're the US Airborne Division. So we have a group of Japanese soldiers down here in the forest. I know they look like Germans, but who cares? And another group that should be about 4,000 Japanese soldiers. They are also in attack mode. At least this one group over here. This is at least 2,000 Japanese soldiers meant to guard this victory point right here. And they also have around 200 catapults. It's not really that even, this battle, but we can still send more troops no matter what. Because well, it took a really long time to actually take them out, and the casualties for the first battle, the first naval invasion on one of the Japanese naval territories, it wasn't even that big, mind you, but it caused, I don't know, several thousand casualties. That's all I can remember. I'm sorry, I have not read my history in a very long time. It's been 2 years since I've read a book on World War II. I kind of wish I have by now, but I haven't. There should be another group of World War II soldiers over here. By the looks of things, they're in a very useless place. They can't really flank the enemy. So, I guess we'll just have to rely on the troops over here. And we will get into cinematic mode. Okay, and we shall begin. So it seems like none of them are in range yet, but the battle will soon go underway. I don't know who will take the most damage. Oh, and they're firing now. Let's go see from the viewpoints of the Japanese. This is actually pretty cool. They're defending a choke point right there. I'm actually surprised the guys below aren't dead, but the guys back here should be taking hits. Yeah, a few of them are going down. You know, that's the problem when you have so many troops. Oh, but it's pretty cool going on over here. Look at that. I need to back up a little. Yeah, this is much better scene. I like the scene right here. It's really good. Ooh. So some of the Americans are on top of the hill right now. They've taken out a lot of Japanese soldiers. That's a lot of dead Japanese soldiers. So let's see. Wow. By the looks of things, the Japanese are dishing out a little bit more damage to the Americans. Looks like it's about to change though. Oh man, look at all the casualties over here. Go on! Take out those Japanese. Take it all the way back to the Tokyo. That you won't be fighting in and dying because they're gonna bombard it with nukes. I wonder if any soldiers died over here. Yeah, one American died before he could get into battle. Oh wow. What? How? And why? There's not even any enemies over there. Why are you all running into the sea? What? What is this? Oh man, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, how do you, how? You deserve what you get. That's what you get for abandoning. Ooh, Americans are pushing way on atop of the hill now. Man, who knew uphill battles would be so easy? Oh, and look at all those Americans shooting up at that hill straight all the way up there. That's so cool. This guy that's shooting really fast, that's a guy a part of the airborne division. I don't know what type of divisions fought against the Japanese. I kind of wish I knew right now. But it looks like the Japanese over here are a little bit more spread out. Holy cow. But the Americans are doing a whole lot of damage. And one of the scariest stories about the war in the Pacific is that almost none of them surrendered. In the first naval invasion, I believe only 7 Japanese soldiers surrendered out of, I believe, 1,000 soldiers. Which, it's kind of, it's not really that helpful for both sides, but it causes a lot more casualties when the vast majority of troops refuse to surrender. I mean, that was, the Japanese were just die-hard loyal to the cause of the empire, the Japanese empire. But by the looks of things, the Americans are pushing really fast. It actually took them a few days to take that island. I really wish I knew the name. I did know it once, but then I didn't study for history for a while. I need to find my history books. I actually wish I had an encyclopedia of World War II for both Japan and in Germany. It gives you, encyclopedia history books give you detailed information on what happens to the war for each day, each month, and each country. I do have an encyclopedia for the American Civil War. Wow, there's only a few Germans over here that are shooting now. I mean Japanese soldiers. Yeah, a few of the Japanese are shooting now. For some reason, these guys are not shooting. Why are you not? Are you just gonna sit around and get shot? Or are you not in range? Okay, yeah, some of them are shooting now. I think. Okay, I'm seeing some boulders, so I guess we can say that they are shooting. Wow. Yeah, not a lot of the artillery. These catapults are meant to be artillery, and for some reason they are not shooting. They're not all shooting. They should all be shooting. I put them here to aid the Japanese troops down there, but they're not shooting. A few of them are getting shot down by the artillery. Oh wow. The Japanese only have a few thousand troops left. Not a few thousand. They only have less than 2,000 troops left. They're defending as best they can. But unless all those catapults start shooting, they're going to be in trouble. Yeah, but the Americans are pushing slowly but surely up this hill. I was hoping to see a huge barrage of artillery being shot at them, but there's only like a few. And there's still a huge army coming from down there. Do you see that down there? Oh man, that's so beautiful to see. Just an entire army of Americans. Now I kind of wish that I could do Men of War for this. I actually ought to do Men of War because they do have mods of the Revolutionary War, and that would actually be better. But I haven't installed any of those mods, and having to wait for several hours, I just don't have that kind of time anymore. I'm either too sick or I'm too busy. But yeah, so far this is all I can do, and all the other videos that I work on just take too long. They take me like a week or two to get done, which is very unfortunate because I greatly enjoy playing those games and doing the videos of them. I just kind of wish I had more time. Ooh. Yeah, but the Americans are quickly... They're almost at the top of this hill now. And it looks like a third of the artillery is shooting now. I kind of wish there were more of them shooting. Wow, but the U.S. is taking a lot of casualties down here. Man, that artillery barrage should take down... Wow, it's taken down quite a few. They really need... this Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator really needs tanks and just more artillery, because just catapults is not enough for me. Sure, I could use mechs, but I don't want to use those. Because they don't... Because they don't shoot in arcs, unfortunately. Of course, I could change it so they could shoot boulders, but I really want to add... more modern weaponry. At least in terms of... Excuse me. At least in terms of World War II. Wow, the Americans are still struggling to take this hill. They've lost about a quarter, maybe actually a third of their troops already. And the Japanese took out 5,000 of their troops. Now, if you think about, things might have gone a lot better for the Americans if they had put a lot more resources into the war in the Pacific. Now, a little thing that I knew about history is that the U.S. decided that the most pressing and dangerous enemy was Germany. So they sent most of the resources there, and they sent about a tenth, I think, to fight the war in the Pacific. So things were quite deadly for the American soldiers fighting there. If they had just a little bit more, I would think that maybe a few more Americans would have survived. But by the looks of things, those Americans came up atop the hill and really saved a few more American lives. They must have come from... I wonder where they came from. I don't know, but they are about to win this battle. There are only 2 catapults left. Yes. So now that is a very major victory for the Americans. Wow. Quite a few Americans died trying to take this hill, though. Wow. Okay. So, what I was saying is, I kind of want to know what would happen if America put a majority of their resources to fight against Japan. What if Germany didn't declare war against America? What if just Japan declared war and that's it? What would happen if the entirety of the U.S. forces went to fight against them? That's what I would be interested in. A little historical scenario. Not a historical scenario, but it's just a what-if scenario. But anyway, that's all for today. That's all I have anyway, and I hope that you enjoyed this little battle. Excuse me. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like and subscribe for more. And I will see you next time. Happy 4th of July weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and good day.